Hi, I'm Deann Bayne. I'm going to share with you my anthology that I use Google Sites to create. I'm also going to share with you the project that I felt was significant in what I was doing for my internship. The reason I chose Google Sites to do my anthology is because it's very easy to use, even for beginners. There's pre-made templates. The other thing I liked about it is I did not only create my anthology on it, but also my electronic portfolio. Within my electronic portfolio, I have a link to my anthology. So anytime I make changes to my anthology, it's automatically updated in my portfolio so that I don't have to do it in two different places. The project that I'm going to share with you that I worked on was the school profile, which is a report that reflects the averages of the school ACT scores, free and reduced lunches, English language learners, plan scores, so on and so forth. The information that I use for that is off of the Nebraska Department of Education. I'll share with you the links on how to get to that because it is public information. I was also given and provided different reports from the curriculum and assessment director and my supervising principal. Now I would like to show you my anthology. As you can see, I created it in Google Sites. It's very easy to manipulate and create a document in. Simply click Create. It takes you to a page where you're able to select a blank template or pre-made templates. You name your site, which is then given a URL. And then when you go back in to create your project, you can edit the page and put in different types of text boxes, different formatting. You can choose to put your headers at the top or at the side. So it really allows you to format your project the best for you. As you can see, this is my anthology. Back on my Google Sites, I also have my portfolio. Within my portfolio, under my graduate coursework, I have a link to my anthology page. And so anytime I make changes to my anthology, it's automatically updated on my portfolio. I've done that with my other documents as well. So anytime I'm going in and I'm making changes, that's being documented in my portfolio. My anthology is pretty basic. I've got my cover page, evaluation of experiences, documented hours, and standards. Under each standard, I have our reflections that we completed as well as the forum discussion. Then I've also included any other documents, board meeting minutes, so on and so forth under the appropriate standard. The project that I'm going to share with you is the school profile. As you can see, it's a rather lengthy profile report. It goes over a lot of different information. It's nice because it allowed me to take a look at assessment scores that sometimes people, I think, overlook, put it together and compare it to the previous years. Didn't go into just the ACT scores and plan scores. Had a lot of other information on the demographics and the makeup of the school. Every school in the district had to compile the information into their own report, and then the curriculum and assessment director made her own report that was in line with the reports that she received from each school. The information that I got from here, most of it came from the Nebraska Department of Education website. If you go to that website and go down to State of School Reports, you can see that the report cards go back to 2000, 2001. I did have to use some of the information from the older reports to put in the school profile just to make sure it's updated. Not always is the information available when reports need to be done. So I went into the 2013-2014 report, and under here then you have the opportunity to choose to search by state, district, or school. I went to school and the school building name. Again, you can, if you have an ID number, city name, you can search by any of those. Search by the school name, and the school information then comes up. A brief description, Nebraska accountability, these are the NESA tests, federal accountability, national student performance, student characteristics, teachers, schools, which included the graduation rate, which was new this year. And so that's the information that I used, most of the information I used to create the report. The rest of it came from ACT reports that were given to the school principal. I found this to be kind of an interesting project because it allowed me to take a look at where those test scores are being reported and how the districts are using them. With the NESA reports and testing, the curriculum and assessment director showed me how then if you have an area that needs work in the classroom, maybe you need to add something to your curriculum, it actually gives projects and lesson plans right in that website. I am right now working with that curriculum and assessment director to get ready for the NESA testing that'll be beginning on Monday, the 23rd. There's a lot of work that goes into testing, and I have found that I've really enjoyed working with the assessment and curriculum director. Her day is quite busy, and it seems like there's always something new that's going on. So I've enjoyed sitting down with her and getting to know a little bit more about her responsibilities and duties. She has a lot of reports to do, and if there's anything that goes wrong with testing, it really comes down on her. There's a lot of background stuff that has to be done before testing can even begin, such as we were cutting cards. Each student that was to be tested had different 4 to 6 little cards that they had to submit when they are handed to the tester when they take the test, so that they know that they're in there, had their username and IDs and password on it. So there's a lot of work that goes into getting ready for testing, and I don't think that sometimes we realize how much work really goes into that. Anyway, that was my report and project that I worked on. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you take some time and give me any feedback on my anthology, ways to make it better, and I'm looking forward to looking at some of yours and sharing more information as we go along. Thank you.